Thank you for purchasing the Trimester 4 box. In your box, you'll receive a very glamorous footstool, and so I wanted to make a video on why we included that in the Trimester 4 box. The footstool would probably be the least glamorous we have in our Trimester 4 box, but I would say the most practical. One of the most common things women experience after having a baby is constipation. There are many factors that are going to contribute to constipation, but one of the things that we can do to try and prevent straining when on the toilet is our setup when we're on the toilet. So the most optimal position when you're on the toilet to do a bowel motion is to have your knees higher than your hips, to be leaning forward with your elbows on your knees, taking deep belly breaths and relaxing through your tummy and your pelvic floor muscles. So there's a pelvic floor muscle that runs from the pubic bone. It wraps all the way around the back passage and connects back to the pubic bone on the other side. When that muscle engages, it's going to pull the back passage or the rectum forwards. And what that does is kink the angle of the canal. That's going to be great when we don't want to go to the toilet because it's going to help hold any contents in before we actually get to the toilet and it's time to pass the bowel motion. When we are ready to go to the toilet, what should happen is that muscle relaxes and it almost creates a straight passageway down for that bowel motion. So there shouldn't be any kinking and anything stopping it from getting out. When we use a footstool when we're on the toilet, it's going to elevate our knees higher than our hips. And that's one of the key factors in allowing that muscle to relax and then optimizing your bowel motion. As I said, the other things to consider is elbows on knees, taking deep belly breaths and relaxing through your belly and your pelvic floor muscles. There's a great website called Moo to Poo, which has some interesting advice on techniques that you can use if you are struggling with constipation. Of course, making sure you're getting plenty of water. So we say at least sort of 2 liters in this phase, if not up to 3 liters. Some other strategies dietary wise that can help with constipation is any pea fruit. So pears, prunes, plums, and peaches. You can try chia seeds that are soaked. Same thing with flax seeds. You can ground up flax seeds and put a little bit of water through it. Fermented foods like sauerkraut, kefir, yogurt, kiwi fruit. One of the biggest reasons we're trying to prevent constipation in this phase as a pelvic health physio is the risk of other complications. So commonly we can see that constipation can lead to prolapse, it can even lead to bladder urgency and haemorrhoids. So as I said, even though it's not the most glamorous product in our box, I hope you can see why we've included it. Sometimes a practical gift is the best gift. So just a reminder that this information is general in nature and doesn't take into account your personal circumstances. So if there are any individual questions, I recommend asking your GP or midwife or obstetrician. If you have any general questions, feel free to add them in the comments and I will answer them as best as I can.